as the state chair of the Republican Party of New Mexico, how would your party's platform defend parental rights and children in public education? And what can be done to reclaim the kids and restore American values in New Mexico?
Well, at the heart of the question, Casey, is the idea that our founding fathers told us when they wrote the Constitution. You remember that famous quote, what did you all do there? And I think it was Ben Franklin said, we gave you a republic if you can keep it. What we are in the process of right now in America is deciding if we care enough to keep the republic. It is that serious. Now understand that, that the other side views you and us up here as illegitimate because we don't speak their language. We don't speak from their talking points. I spent 14 years in Congress defending the things that the other side hated: our gun rights, life, our right to worship, the right to be in business. So when the governor shut down businesses in New Mexico, keep in mind she shut down small businesses because the big businesses is what they want. They want these international corporations that they control one person at the top and everyone else underneath doesn't succeed. And they can't do that with independent businesses. And so that's the extreme that they're willing to go to. The schools are just one of many areas that they're doing. Now, the most frequent, saddest question that I got the entire time I served was, what can we do to change that person's mind who's in office? You can't. The idea is you have to hire and elect people who have your values from the beginning. You can't change them once they're there. The second thing that I think that mostly was distressing is people said, well, who's coming from Washington to save us? Which one of those is going to save us? And I can tell you, nobody is coming from Washington here. Even if Republicans are in charge, no one's coming here to save it. If anyone is going to do it, it is up to you. It is up to me. We must be that voice, and thank God for Casey and Mike being out there in the trenches because they give voice to what many of us see. You can amplify that voice 1,000 times over. Every time you post on your Facebook, then it goes to all of your friends. And so imagine if we have 1,000 people post what's going on here tonight, then we have that much broader audience, that much more impact on what we're doing. The other side is definitely frightened of what we're doing. They hate the idea that we're coming up with our own ideas, that we're willing to fight for our freedom, for prosperity, for opportunity. But we can't grow tired in the fight. Every day, we must stay engaged, and there's no retirement age at which you can get off the stage. I've asked that question, and people say, no, you've got to stay active. All we bring is our capabilities. So about 2.5 years ago, a young lady came to me in Lovington, New Mexico, and said, our school board is one of the most radical, and our city commission has broken this town. What are you going to do? I said, that's the wrong question. I got 33 counties, and I got about 189 different communities. What are you going to do? About a month and a half ago, she had dinner with me, and she said, that one sentence you asked me changed my life. She went out and found the candidates. We defeated both of the radical school board members. She found other candidates to run in the city council. We defeated both of them, and now she's running for county commission. That's what we need in every single one of you watching tonight and every single one of you out there. Get up and be active. You may not run for office, but you can support someone can. You can go out and recruit candidates. You can send these messages out. You can talk constantly about it because it's that constant talking that is going to carry the day. The American people are aligned with us, not with the left. But we've got to have the courage to speak to our neighbors even when it's uncomfortable. Speak to the people at churches even when it's uncomfortable. We must be the voice. I say that we're going to change New Mexico when we begin to think local and act local. We're going to change New Mexico when each one of us begins to be the change that we want to see. Now let's go out and get into the fight. Thank you very much for being here tonight.